What if I told you that the most powerful tool to clean your arteries is sitting right in your kitchen, hiding in plain sight? It is not an expensive pharmaceutical pill, nor is it a risky surgical procedure. It is a simple, humble yellow fruit that most people take for granted every single day. We live in an era where cardiovascular disease remains the silent #1 killer across the globe, yet the secret to true longevity and heart health might be simpler, older, and more accessible than modern medicine wants you to believe. I am Dr. Julian Thorne. I have spent decades studying the intricate biological clock of the human body and searching for ways to protect the heart against the relentless sands of time. Today, we are going to peel back the layers of ancient wisdom and modern clinical truth to reveal the profound effect of lemon water on your vascular system. But before we reveal this life-changing protocol, please listen closely to this essential requirement. This information is shared for educational and illustrative purposes only. I am a doctor by profession, but I am not your personal physician. You must always consult with your primary healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you are currently taking blood pressure or heart medication. To appreciate the biological miracle of lemons, we must first journey inside the invisible world of your own arteries. Think of your circulatory system as a vast network of highways, or perhaps like the complex plumbing in a magnificent, centuries-old estate. For the first 20 or 30 years of your life, these pipes are smooth, flexible, and clean. But as time passes, a combination of calcium, oxidized fats, and cellular debris begins to accumulate on the inner linings of these vessels. In the medical community, we call this silent buildup atherosclerosis. The danger lies in its silence. In the early stages, you feel absolutely nothing. There is no pain, no shortness of breath, and no warning sign. But slowly, this biological rust begins to narrow the path of your blood. Your heart, which is the most disciplined and hard-working muscle in your entire body, is forced to pump with more and more pressure just to keep you alive. This is the hidden root of high blood pressure. If this buildup is left unaddressed, these plaques can harden into a rock-like substance or, even more dangerously, they can rupture and cause a sudden blockage. However, nature has provided us with a molecular key to assist the body in maintaining these pipes. That key is found within the unique chemical structure of a fresh lemon. Lemons are one of the planet's most concentrated sources of natural citric acid and specialized bioflavonoids. While most people view citric acid merely as a flavor, in the realm of clinical biochemistry, it acts as a potent natural chelating agent. For those unfamiliar with the term, chelation is a process where a specific substance binds to minerals like calcium and pulls them out of a solution. Since calcium is the primary glue that hardens arterial plaque, the daily introduction of citric acid from lemon water can help discourage these minerals from crystallizing on your delicate artery walls. But the lemon's power goes even deeper. The massive concentration of vitamin C found in fresh lemon juice acts as a high-velocity antioxidant. It seeks out and neutralizes free radicals that cause inflammation in your blood vessels. You see, cholesterol is not your primary enemy. The real danger occurs when LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized and sticky. Once it is oxidized, it clings to your vessel walls like wet cement. By saturating your system with vitamin C every single morning, you are essentially creating a non-stick coating for your arteries, allowing your blood to flow with the ease and vitality of a much younger person. As a doctor, I often tell my patients that the road to a healthy heart always passes through the liver. Your liver is the grand filter of your body. It is the factory responsible for managing your cholesterol levels and processing every fat you consume. When your liver becomes sluggish or overwhelmed by a modern diet, it loses its ability to regulate blood fats correctly. This leads to an overflow of harmful lipids that eventually settle in your heart. This is where the bitter properties of the lemon become essential. Lemons stimulate the production of bile. Think of bile as your body's natural dish soap. It emulsifies fats, breaking them down so your body can actually use them for energy or eliminate them as waste, rather than storing them in your arteries. By drinking a lukewarm glass of lemon water on an empty stomach, you are effectively waking up your liver and gallbladder. You are giving your entire filtration system a fresh, clean start before the stresses of the day begin. This beautiful domino effect, from the liver to the blood, and finally to the heart, is the very core of the longevity secret. Now, we must discuss the proper protocol. Information without correct application is a wasted opportunity. I see millions of people drinking lemon water incorrectly and, as a result, they receive almost zero medicinal benefit. First, you must never use bottled, processed lemon juice. The pasteurization process involves heat that destroys the living enzymes and the delicate vitamin C molecules your heart requires. You must use a real, fresh, organic lemon. The temperature of the water is equally critical. It must be lukewarm, never boiling and never ice cold. Boiling water kills the nutrients, and ice water shocks your digestive system, causing it to slow down. The longevity protocol is simple: squeeze half a fresh lemon into 12 ounces of filtered, lukewarm water. For those seeking the absolute maximum level of protection, I recommend adding a thin slice of fresh ginger or a teaspoon of raw, organic apple cider vinegar. This creates an incredibly powerful alkaline-forming tonic that reduces systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. Remember to drink this through a glass straw to protect your tooth enamel from the acidity, and wait at least 30 minutes before eating your breakfast. This 30-minute window allows the lemon's chemistry to work on your blood without being interrupted by the digestion of food. True healing is not a sprint, it is a marathon of consistency and wisdom. You cannot expect to reverse decades of a high-sugar diet or sedentary lifestyle with a single glass of lemon water. But, if you make this your sacred morning ritual for the next 90 days, your biology will begin to transform. You will notice a steady increase in your morning energy, a reduction in bloating, and more importantly, your heart will begin to beat with a rhythm of health that you can actually feel. If you value your life and wish to join our growing community on this journey toward a more vibrant, longer existence, I invite you to subscribe to The Longevity Secret. Click the notification bell so you never miss a new session of medical wisdom. Share this video with your family, your parents, and anyone you care about. Knowledge is power, but shared knowledge is a legacy. I am Dr. Julian Thorne. Stay wise, stay disciplined, and I will be waiting for you in our next session of discovery.